Greetings, I'm Caffeine Rage and I'm back with the Sunday Sampler. This week we're going to be taking a quick look at Bridge Constructor Portal. This is a bridge builder slash puzzle game developed by ClockStone and published by Headup Games. And as per usual, this is a review copy, and no, this isn't an April Fool's prank, even though I have to admit I originally thought it was whenever I heard the announcement for this, because I did not expect a bridge builder portal game, and I don't think many people did. And to be perfectly honest, after playing it for a while, it feels like my wish for more portal games was done on a monkey's paw, and I came up with a corrupted wish. Yes, your wish is granted, but it's not what you wanted. Oh boy. So let's go ahead and get started. This is an odd one because, we'll just jump into my latest level. I'm at level 21 of 60. You can see there I'm right over a third of the way through the game. This is Bridge Constructor Portal, and hopefully we'll hear Ellen McLean, the voice of Gladys, eventually. Well, I'll have to do a level or two, see if she shows up, because since like level 20 she's been showing up, or I should say like level 15 I should say, less and less. So I'm not sure if she's just in the tutorial, and unfortunately the only way to go back and replay those is to delete my progress, and I'd much rather show you some of my gripes with the game instead of hearing Ellen deliver some kind of portal-like dialogue, but at the same time kind of not, because it's such an odd thing, really. This is a game of really two parts. It is a bridge constructor, which, it's pretty standard. I mean, I covered one of these just a couple weeks ago. I will put that there, and there. It's a bridge constructor. Did I have that off center? Or is this off center? No. Yeah, that's off center. So it's pretty standard fare for the genre. It has this snap to grid, which I'll be perfectly honest, I do not like, because it makes already fiddly levels more fiddly. So we'll go there. That's a little off center, but good enough. There. Oh, that's how you get the road, because this is a very simplified portal game. It's a very simplified bridge builder game. You only have two things. You could build these struts and set them to be road surfaces like I'm doing here. And also, if you double click them too quickly, they delete. So I've done that a couple of times. And you have suspension wires. And that is literally all you get. And yes, I did check to see if there's something else that you get later on. You do not. Everything else is the puzzle elements in the room itself. So in this room, we're having to go from the left to the right, and these two portals are connected. This isn't like Portal. This is going to be so confusing. Where, we see a blue and a yellow, and a blue and a yellow. Well, in regular Portal, or the first-person games, I should say, the colors are interconnected. So a yellow would be go to a blue, a yellow would be going to a blue, but not in this. Instead, they color coordinate them. So blue goes into blue, or comes out of blue. So it's this, and it's this. Which, it makes a lot more sense, but at the same time, it's just odd coming from a Portal game. So let's test this. Now, I would love to show you the stress that this is undergoing, but this is the stress view, or I should say lack thereof. And this is why I also feel like this is a very not great bridge builder, because there's no high score tables whatsoever, which really negates the fact that, a lot of the driving force, at least to me, for a bridge builder game is trying to be efficient. But you have no budget, no high score. You don't have a stress view. Only time you see stress is whenever something is going critical. So right now, if something is below, just slightly below the threshold of going critical, the red, I can't see it. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and set one of these to drive. You have essentially two modes for these forklifts, and that's literally all you ever encounter is just forklifts. So you drive it, and it goes across. So I guess that's strong enough. Well, oh, you see right there? Hang on, we'll do that again. And I'll try to pause this just as he hits. Yeah, right there, I'm getting a little stressed whenever this is hitting. So that's the only time you ever see any form of stress indication, which honestly feels a little lacking. So we'll put our other bridge across. So the idea for this one, this is actually a very simple one, is to go across, across, and across. And we only have a suspension bridge up there, or a suspension point up there. So I should be able to, well, build a bit of a lattice across. Go there. We'll stiffen this up. And there we go. That should hold. Oh. Well, it would hold if I suspend it. But the thing is, with the unlimited budget, I could go absolutely nuts. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you some of my creations, or at least I should say the worst one of the bunch, because I completely negated a puzzle just by mass spamming. And since there's no high score, there's not a limit. It makes it so that you don't really have to give a damn about the puzzles if I don't want to, which kind of honestly defeats the point. Put another one there, so we'll test that. I guess that's fun. Okay, so we need to build a bridge across this, so we'll... Unfortunately, I can't just, drag across here because that would make things too simple. I have to drag down and use this as a point, so there we go. And now I so hate this interface because you have to click and hold it. It's made for mobile, to be perfectly honest, and if I'm not clicking it directly, it does that. So we'll drag that across. I really don't need that one, I don't think. Oh, okay, maybe I do. I have to say I'm not a fan of this game. Which is a shame, really, because I actually really like Portal, but at the same time... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not trying to, show this as a negative light. I'm trying to actually do this. Okay, and right there. Because it needs to drop. Oh, it probably doesn't need to drop down, but well. See how this... I'm going to try connecting these up. And do a truss across. Oh, I have that slightly off center. Probably doesn't matter, but since I can't see the stress lines or the stress factor, I tend to overbuild. So set those to the road. Okay, that's flexing a little bit. So let's go nuts with suspension. I mean, I guess it sort of makes sense in the scheme of things with the theme of Portal, because they tend to go absolutely nuts. Oh. So, we'll drive. Goes across. Don't see any stress going off. There's the button. And level complete. Now I get a convoy version, which just spams the forklifts, all 10 of them. You see non-radiate. But it doesn't give me indication of how quickly they come. So for levels that have a lot of flying around and doing stuff, it makes it a lot more fiddly because it's... there's no indication. I can't figure out the timing unless I sit down and hit it again and again and again. So let's set convoy, see how this goes. That looks good so far. That looks good. I mean, I'm pretty much over-engineered the hell out of it, so yeah. Woo. Excellent. So let's see if Glass shows up. Of course not. And that's probably my biggest disappointment about this is that, you know, this feels like a lightweight fan-made Portal, which technically it is. I mean, it is licensed, but a lot of the Portal-like games out there sort of miss the point of Portal, which, yes, Portal was a very strong puzzle game, but at the same time, there's a sense of adventure, a sense of discovery, trying to figure out the twist of the room. Sometimes there is a twist in just how the puzzle plays out, and sometimes things don't go quite as expected, and that's that sense of discovery, and there's that sense of humor constantly. Gladys showing up, Wheatley showing up, Cave Johnson showing up, but it's been very dry. And when the voice acting does appear, which unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to show you because, I'm at the point of the game where they're cutting back on the voice acting, it seems. It's not quite hitting on point. They're trying, but it just doesn't feel like it quite works. So let's see how this handles. I mean, it's... There we go. So those. And... set that. Once again, over-engineer because I can't see just how the stress works, and doesn't really matter. So we'll test that. I see a little bit of sag there, but we'll drive that, see how that works. Okay, and that hits that. It's going to come back down. Unfortunately, it's not going fast enough. This is actually the first time that I've hit a puzzle like this, so... Oh. I mean, that's impressive, but... let's see how... this works. Probably not going to, but... oh, I need there. I don't like how that's sagging, though. Unfortunately, I can't tie those together. But, there is a perfectly good scaffolding below. Need to go there. And then up, it seems. Yeah, this is... everything just feels so fiddly. And that's also, something about a Portal that I think a lot of people miss, is that Portal was very fluid by design. Like right there, it's bottoming out, and maybe if I bring that up. So there we go again. It hits, goes up. Not quite. But I think you already see where we're going with this. So I could probably do another lip there. I mean, it's pretty much, I'm just fine-tuning my ramp now. Oh, almost. Oh, but yeah. I think we've seen where this is going, right? So let me show you. Oh, after. Really? That's also another irritating thing, is that sometimes it doesn't click over correctly. It's just needs some more work, to be perfectly honest. So let's see if that one works. You can see critical here, though, so I may have to reinforce things, but... Oh. Close enough to really give the idea of what's going on, though. But yeah, a lot of fine-tuning. A lot more than I would really expect in a Portal game, to be perfectly honest. I think also because this is bottoming out. Or, you know, flexing too much. Yeah, let's reinforce that a little bit more. And there's a perfectly good point there. That looks a lot more solid. I'm just trying to get this level done so I could show you some voice acting. Then we'll show some more of the annoying... Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Okay, let's see if that does it. It's like I said, it's just fine-tuning the damn thing now. No, that's worse. And this is not particularly fun to me, to be perfectly honest, because, yo, it's just so damn fiddly. Okay, let's add another just point here to try to flick it up. All because I wanted to show you the voice acting. Oh, really? The thing is, I have no points up here, so I can't try to... do any shenanigans. This is actually the first time that I've had this much issue with a level. Damn it. One more time. Fucking really? And that's pretty much how I feel about this game, little man. No. Which is disappointing to me. I mean, I could probably strengthen this up because if you look, whenever it hits, it flexes just enough. Yeah. So if we go... Just absolutely berserk. Hey, we did it. Complete monstrosity. And we could do a convoy mode, but honestly, the convoy mode, there's a couple of achievements to get a majority of the convoys and then on all the convoys, and that is it. So let's see if there's any voice acting. If not, then I'll show you a couple other things. And
the Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Propeller beanies and suspenders are now available in the recreational area. To proceed with the next test, Please twirl your beanie propeller while balancing on one leg. For safety, turn a little more toward the security camera. Yes, just like that.
Well, I have a feeling Glass is getting off on this. But yeah, the writing just... Well, at least you got to hear the voice acting for me struggling through that. You got to hear the voice acting, and yes, that is Ellen McLean. There's just something off about it. I'm not sure if it's just the quality of the writing or whatever, but yeah, it's just not particularly great. It feels Portal-like, but that's about it. So this one, it looks like we have to hit that switch that triggers that. Then go across. So yeah, I pretty much see how this is going already. Go across, go hit up, hit a switch there. Yeah. So it's pretty much just 2 ramps. If I'm reading this correctly, which there's a level of like I said, discovery whenever you go to a portal level and you look around and just see, this monstrosity and slowly piece together what you're supposed to do that just isn't here. I mean, I realize I am, well, you can see the progress bar right there. Right at over a third of the way through. And by this point, we should have seen something, but no. So let's go back to the main menu and I'll show you a couple other things. You can see I'm on chapter 3, I believe, of 6. So let's go to, I fly like an eagle. Because I was talking about how this is a Portal-like game where it's very, well, it requires a lot more accuracy than Portal does. So you may look at this level and think, oh, well, you've solved this perfectly fine. I mean, but watch right here. Now, you would think this would be perfectly fine because of portal funneling. But once we get here, there's a kit right there that causes it to flip here. I'll replay that. And it's just things like this. Now, it's not fatal in this map because, this is very forgiving. But I've had other maps where I've had to hit a portal flying. And it makes it very exacting, which is just, it's not great design. I mean, granted, I could fix this by just going in here and going, boop. And now what's the difference? So much smoother, huh? And that just shows you that it's hitting there when it really shouldn't. And granted, I am having a breakage here, but that's beside the point. So another level I wanted to show you that kind of just shows that, this isn't the... There's some odd things going on. It was a high energy pellet 1? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, in this level, it shows you just how stupid this can be. You're supposed to design a suspension bridge up here. I said nuts to that. And there's not supposed to be these supports down here. But they are actually what's holding up the majority of this weight. So if we test this, you can see them hitting the ground here. There's a little bit of stress there and a lot of stress on the central one. But the thing is that those supports are holding this up. If I cut these supports, or these lines, oh, it's barely too much. Yeah, it just goes to show you how nuts this can be. So we go here, 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 and here, and this actually works. simple. Well, if you like over-engineering things. But yeah, this shows you that the lack of budget constraints and lack of really motivation to work within any sort of budget really does a disservice to the bridge building aspect of this game, to be perfectly honest. And the fact that there's no time controls or no stress viewed makes this feel like a light bridge builder and a light portal game smashed together. And to me, that just doesn't sound compelling. And the fact that there's no level creation either, which is a damn shame, because honestly, the strong point of at least the second Portal game was the workshop with just the amount of user-created levels in it, because it got rather nuts and was a lifeline to the well, I should say the series, because there hasn't been another one past that, if you don't consider this one. But yeah. Oh, and also, yeah, we have the PC tax in play as well. I'll exit the main menu again. I think that was really all I wanted to show you, because well, there is Bounce Baby, which shows you just how absurd some of the physics could be, but the PC tax is in play. On PC, this is a $10 game. On mobile, both Google and Apple, this is a $5 game for the same thing. It's, it's insult to injury at that point. So watch this. Now, I'm not hitting this quite like I should be, and it's causing my forklift to be a little bit slower, but watch right here. Now, watch. Obviously missed, but because of how the collision boxes are for this game, it still bounces, and that leads to some rather annoying times whenever you have the convoy mode going, which is also, and well, granted, the convoy mode isn't really required. You are able to progress the levels just by hitting normal drive, but at the same time, because it's tied to achievement and really the only driving force to try to improve your designs beyond just the going stupidly overpowered or overbuilding. And I could probably design this a hell of a lot better. It's just such an odd thing, really. It's a weak bridge builder and a weak portal game. And to me, 2 weak games don't make a strong game. So I think we are pretty much done here. As always, constructive feedback is greatly appreciated. If you pardon the slight pun there, constructive Bridge Constructor. We'll just go back to main menu to have a little bit of background noise. Constructive feedback is always greatly appreciated, either in the comments below, or if you don't really have anything to say but want to let me know that you've enjoyed or hated this, well, there's the appropriate buttons down below. And subscribe if you wish to see more games in the new year, or my other content. As always, thank you for watching, and, well, try not to be as negative next time. This isn't a bad game, it's just not a great one for either half. And it just doesn't do it enough for me to really suggest trying it out. At least at full price. Maybe on mobile it would be more worthwhile. But yeah, we're done here.